just finished this piece, and so the way you work this stole is you start from two ends. You work one panel, starting at this scalloped edge, and work toward the center, and do the same thing with the second panel, and then you switch to smaller size needle right there, and work this center, like what is going to be a center back piece, and with the eyelet openings, and then you leave it on the needles, on both needles. And what I did a 3-needle bind off. So it actually creates a really nice structured but really clean edge. So I'm really big fan of 3-needle bind off. And so, but now I feel like this design is not finished until I add lacing. Here is at the center, and it's going to be a focal point when you wear it, and it's on your back or maybe your side, depends how you want to wear it. But I do want to place additional texture an additional design element here. So of course we're using wool yarn and galvanized silver beads, but I wanted to use something else for the ribbing, for this ribbing right here for the lace. So here are my options. So one of the things, if you don't want to introduce new texture, you will have enough yarn from whatever I suggest in the pattern to do I-cord, like a very long I-cord, 3+ yards, and just thread it here the way I'm gonna do it right now, and it's gonna look wonderful. But I wanted to add another texture. So here I have two options, and what you need to look for, of course I have a link in my pattern where exactly I bought this specific one, and I guess I can link this one as well because I'm actually decided I'm gonna use this. But what you're looking for, something which is should be 1 inch wide, maybe slightly more, but not too much more. So look for 1 inch wide, and something that drapes beautifully, just like this. See, like if I just pick it up and drop it, it just flows. That's what we want, because you can definitely, there is a lot of lace option and ribbing options out there, but you don't want anything stiff, but you want something flowy and that drapes wonderful. So one of the pieces I picked was this beautiful chiffon with raw edges, and I think it would work very well. But then I found this lace right there, and when you're looking for a lace, if you're looking for any kind of lace to match your yarn, for these purposes, try to find something that stretches. Because if it doesn't stretch, it's stiff and it may not have this delicate and flowy effect, and that's what I'm going for. So I found color-wise it matching perfectly, and it adds another design element, and I like that it has a design. And it has almost like this nostalgic look, and it does stretch. So you will need to cut it, like whatever you use, about 3 yards. So I cut it pretty generously. So I cut, this is 3 yards and 12 inches. I'm sure I will not need all of it, but just to make sure, just cut like 3+ yards. And I did mark the center. So also keep in mind that lace has a wrong and right side, and I honestly, it's like when it's laced here, when it's going to be already on a garment, I don't think people could notice is it the right or wrong side, because they're very similar, but the right side usually has sheen. So I just want to make sure that at least I will be conscious of that when I do the lacing. So also what I do need, I suggest to use 2 tapestry needles with large openings. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it aside. I'm going to thread those tapestry needles on both ends. Honestly, like you can actually do it without a tapestry needle, but I think it would be just a little easier. But the key is to thread it, which is not always easiest thing to do. Okay, I have one and I have two. And of course I can always cut it in an angle, but I just didn't want to do it just yet. So it take me 1 minute wait, just a few seconds more. So now it doesn't matter for this design where you're gonna start at this end or this because it's symmetrical. I'm just gonna start at this point right here. So with one needle, so this is going to be the center right here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just going to pin it. And with one needle, I'm going to this opening right here to the right. And right now I'm trying to adjust it. And with another needle, I'm going to the opening to the left. Oops. Okay. So I really like the way it is going here. So of course I will remove this pin right there. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick the right one again. And of course you can go directly down or up in this case to this opening, but I think I'm going to do it like to the diagonal one. So from, I go this way right here, pull it up. And every time I do it, I want to make sure that I stretch the garment so it's not too tight, because I definitely don't want it to be tight. So it's right there, and I'm trying to keep the right side up, and I am going diagonally to this piece right there. Just how would you do like usually traditional shoelaces? I mean, there's so many ways you can do the shoelaces, but I suggest to do those little crosses right there. So, okay, so I am happy with this. And then with my left, needle on the left side, I'm gonna go crisscross right there. And make sure you don't pull too tight. And I think it's nice. You can adjust it with the tip of a needle. And then, where is my right side? It's right there. So I'm gonna go and do the crossing. Okay. It doesn't have to be completely open. It could be slightly, it's like just like that. So it's a little like, folded. But so it should look nice and natural, but just adjust it with your needle. So, and then with my right one, I'm gonna go again diagonally from the wrong side. I'm pulling it to the right side. Okay. And adjust it. And then, yes, this is the right side here. And going through the opening here. Like that. And with my left hand needle, I'm gonna go through this opening right here. Oops. Just adjusting it here. And I pulled it too tight, so I'm adjusting slightly. And now I will look for the right side. So I believe it's this one right here. And I go crisscross through this opening here. So let's see how it looks. I think I'm very happy with it, the way it goes. And I'm going to continue using, in the same matter. So that's how it looks on the wrong side. This is on the right side until I finish right there, right there. So I finished the lacing, and my last two ends came out right there in the openings at the bottom right here. And this is exactly where I want them to be. So you can always adjust with the tip of your needle, the shape of your crisscrossing. And this is how it looks on the wrong side. But overall, I'm very happy with the way it came out. And it's time to take this pin off. So it's nice and clean. In here, well, of course, I have like really much more extra that I was planning to having, but I was afraid. Like I wanted to make sure that I had enough. And so you really don't need, I guess, more than 3 yards of any kind of ribbing to do this. So to finish it, I'm actually, I want to do a bow. And so I'm going to tie it right now. And there is one of the reasons I was really looking for lace which has a stretch in it, because when you make a bow with a stretchy lace, it drapes so beautifully. So, and that's the kind of like a goal I was going for. That was my goal. So I'm gonna adjust it, and of course you can adjust it later. So what I'm gonna do right now, so I think that's what I want. I don't want a tiny bow. I want a nice and generous. So you see how it's gonna drape down. That's what I was looking for. And I guess those tails I'm gonna cut somewhere here. And I'm thinking I can cut it straight or at the angle. I might do a little, maybe 45 degrees angle here. So, and I'm sure I can use this for something else, little leftover. And maybe this end, I'm gonna do uneven and cut it right here. So that's how it looks like. I'm actually very, very happy with the way it came out. And when you wear it, that's going to be, let's say, like it could be on your shoulder, or it could be center back. And you have this focal point with a kind of nostalgic looking bow at the end. So, yeah, so Play with your different ribbings and laces and let me know what you think. And I'll see you soon. Bye.